Mom, because she goes, well, what do you want? Like that too. And I go, Mom, here's the thing. You know how you sent me to St. Ignatius in San Francisco, and that got me into UC Berkeley, and that turned me into who I am today, and without that education, without that base, I would just be some derelict out there. It would just be horrible. This money that's in the property ain't about me. It's about him. Because when I went there in the 80s, it was only about $5,000 a year. When he goes there in a few years, it's going to be like $30,000 a year. And the only way we're going to pay for this is we use that equity. She says, well, what do you want from me? I said, well, here's what I need to have happen. I need to buy your investment property in Miami in order to make the exchange happen so he can go to St. Ignatius as well. And right at that magic moment, I pinched the hell out of Jimmy Jr. so he can start to shed a tear. And he says something that he hasn't said in like 4 years. He goes, Grandma, I want to be a wildcat just like Daddy. And the whole time, my dad's creeping closer and closer because he loves this kid, not this kid. This kid, and anything this kid wants, he gets. He's creeping closer and closer, and he tells my mom, just give the kid the property. Here's the catch. When you deal with a related party in a 1031 exchange, it's mandatory. I hold on to mom's property for 2 years. Mandatory mom 1031 exchanges for 2 years. If either one of us sell it in less than 2 years, it invalidates both exchanges. So when someone asks you, how long do I have to hold on to the property? I'm very conservative before I can sell it again to qualify for a 1031 exchange, and I don't have that grand unsolicited offer. What's the answer?
2 years.
2 years. When anybody asks you any question in your listing appointment that you don't know how to answer, when it comes to a 1031 exchange, what do? We'll close on this as I'm getting a look from Greg. I started in this business at 28 years old. What do you guys think I thought I knew at 28 years old? Oh my God, 3 months in, I was done with this code. What's next? So I get the call, and this guy calls me up and he goes, James, I want to take out $50,000 from my transaction. I go, that's fine. It's called boot. There'll be a separate line item on your closing statement, and you will pay taxes on that $50,000. And he goes, no, I won't. And I go, yeah, you will. No, I won't. Yeah, you will. No, I won't. Yeah, you will. In my head, I'm thinking, I'm 28, he's 63. I can go on all night with this, and I'll like it. And he goes, fine, I'll just have my CPA call you. And I go, do it, as I flex, because I had like the whole crew next to me. I had a safe face. Get off the phone with the guy, and I go, what a jackass. I can't believe this guy. How dare you question me? 8:12 the next morning, I get a call. Gets transferred over to me. And I said, this is James, may I help you? There was like a 1.5 pause, and I knew I kind of was in trouble when there was that pause. And then the first thing the guy said to me just put me in my place. He goes, son. When he said son, I knew I was in trouble. He goes, son, did you give my client advice on this $50,000 distribution? I go, yeah, it's called tax food. I know what it's called, and we planned for this distribution. Do you know what a capital loss is? And I said, kinda. He goes, this capital loss that he has of $50,000 is going to offset this distribution, so when he files his taxes, he's not going to pay any capital gains tax. I'd like your manager's name and his supervisor or her supervisor's name, because I'd like to know why IPX 1031 is giving tax advice. What did I learn that day? Don't ever give tax advice. I can interpret the code. I talk to the CPAs every single time. That's my lesson to you guys. Don't make that mistake. Don't give tax or legal advice. That's why we have real estate attorneys, bankruptcy attorneys, CPAs, 1031 exchange, title insurance people. Thank you, Kristen, for making it happen. That's it. I got cards and brochures over here. If anybody has any questions, I'll be over there. If you don't get my newsletter, it comes out once a month, and you want to get added to the list, please give me your business card. I'm more than happy to add you. Thanks so much.